Hello everyone, let's throw this on to make sure I have a good set here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do some crazy stuff. We are going to do very literally very silly things. I kind of hinted at this in previous videos as far as what went on with the um, what went on with the what am I doing here? Oh, that's weird. Anyways, as what went on with the previous race, the supercars race. But today we are going to be doing something even more nuts. We are going to be doing the Dallara 217 LMP2 type car, whatever. Kind of a finale for all of this. Um, I promise. We're going to do all this and do this at what's called Jefferson, Summit Point Jefferson. There's going to be, I believe, 30 cars out here, and it's going to be absolutely bonkers. I need to get on track to make sure I know what the hell is going on, at least a little bit. Yeah, damage is, I don't know what damage, I don't remember if I turned damage on or off. We should at least have unlimited fast repairs. I have no idea how this is going to go, probably really badly. However, we're here for fun, so. Yeah, this should be absolutely bonkers. Oh god. Even the high downforce set not really working here. I do enjoy this car. Yikes. Talked about the damage model being kind of messed up on this car. But I still wanted to try it and use it and have something fun like this, which is why we're doing it in this with no damage, because that's the best way this is going to work. So, yeah, this is what we got. Guess we'll skip ahead to Q here. Everything on the stream appears to be working correctly. Hopefully this footage is weird and my mic stays alive. That would be nice. What we got here is got 50 laps and there's like 2 gallons of fuel. I have it set to like 10% fuel. So we're going to have to make many, many pit stops, which is just going to be utterly chaos. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, we're going to be able to make like 5 laps at a time on fuel, which is going to be absolutely nuts because it's a 50 lap race. So even though the race laps are going to be very fast, we're going to be making many pit stops. God knows what else. So there's going to be traffic, there's going to be dead people, there's going to be many pit stops and strategy and survival. And again, it says fast repairs off, which makes me think I turned damage off. So I think that we have no damage, which will be good. We can just have a big crash as long as we don't get teleported back to the pits. Will be okay. No idea how this is going to go. It might be a total clusterfuck disaster. I really don't know. But we're going to do it for fun anyways. So here's our Q lap. One shot, one try, one trophy. Matt Kenseth style. Down into turn 1, big slide of the front tires. That's not going to be good. That might relegate us back to the middle of the pack, or at least not on the pole. We'll see how it shakes out here. I don't know how the AI are going to handle this. For maximum chaos, I put the AI between 0 and 100, so should have all the calamity, all the silliness, all the stupidness. Just going to bury it in the last corner. Just about get the thing stopped. See how much fuel we use there in those 2 laps. So yeah, we're going to have like 6 laps. 45-second laps. This is going to be absolutely nuts. I don't even want to think about the death that we're going to have here in front of us today. For now, we're actually P1, so we'll see how that holds up. I really don't know. Yeah, looks like we're still good, so good. But look at the spread. We ran 44.50. We already have cars a second slower than that around the track this crazy and this tight. Yeah, these cars potentially accurate, even slower than that. We saw in practice how fast we flew by Nate DeSelms. Yeah, I am absolutely terrified. It's a standing start, which might be the worst part of all this. I have no idea how to standing start this car. I don't know if anybody does because it's never a thing that's ever been done and it'll never ever be done in real life. So, gonna uncheck tires here. We have unlimited fast repairs. I don't know if we're gonna bother with tear off. Probably not in this first one at least. So yeah, here we go. This is it. We're gonna have many pit stops. No idea how to start this car. Traction control kicking in there big time. That was absolutely atrocious by me. So whatever I did, I didn't do it right. Gonna come straight back up the inside, trying to grab third place here in turn one. We will. The more cars we can stay in front of here early, hopefully the more calamity we will avoid. Is the hope as we sneak up the inside to Jose for second place. Trying to keep the traction control from kicking in. We're going to complete that pass. Going to come back around the outside here, but this is a left-hand corner. Counterclockwise track. This is the version I chose to run because, I don't know, this is just the one. Make the pit road hopefully a little bit less crazy. You don't rejoin right into the racetrack. So the first lap lead is actually going to go to Susan Flint, who is, I believe, the forum manager. So we'll try to keep track of all the other drivers here as we go through this and what they are, since this is kind of the finale for this series, I guess. Just tiptoeing here. You gotta be so patient, so careful. Didn't even look at anybody else's Q laps, but hopefully it stays competitive here with lots of pit stops. We're gonna see if we can stretch fuel, see how that plays into it. Just about get the thing turned in. Big kind of oversteer on exit there, a big snap over the bump. I think I caught a little curb as well. Gonna back it off, be a little patient. We want to get close, but not too close. Long way to go. We're gonna see when cars decide to pit from the AI perspective. We're just gonna try to run out of fuel there. Good lap actually by me, a little cleaner, sub 44. So this will go by quickly. This will take, you know, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes tops for this calamity fest here. And the pit stops aren't gonna be very long, so you only need 2 gallons of fuel, so. Again, big snap there on trying to keep the traction control disengaged. Didn't do that. Get through there okay. Let's see if we can make a move down here. So tough in this car to set up and make passes. Especially at a track like this. We'll see if traffic or pit strategy comes into play at all. Actually got a good run there. See if we can make a move in the toe down towards turn one. We're going to look to the inside, brake very, very late. Big slide, but we'll basically block clear that. So took us 3 laps and some change, but we do grab the lead. A little bit of a block pass there, just sliding out in front of Susan. Our first spinner there we saw from 28th looks to have disconnected. Jimmy's back in last, so we saw the 8-second difference for speed between the front of the pack and the back of the pack. We'll see how that plays out. Make sure we check our fuel here. Still have a couple laps of fuel left. There we go. Everybody's diving into pits already, so they must have something set up to pit early, perhaps? I don't know. Looks like, did everybody pit there? I'm not sure. If that's the case, it's going to be absolutely nuts. No, not everybody did pit there, so some cars choosing to stay out. But even with that many cars coming out once, it's going to be an absolute cluster. As we go here, people spread out towards the tail end of the race. We're going to have people pitting basically every single lap, so we're just going to have to be careful of that. Cars might be running out of fuel at various points. It's all going to be very, very crazy. See if we can stretch this 2 more laps here. That would be beneficial. Chris is off there on driver's right in the last corner. Cars leaving the pit road now in front of us. Cars that were up in top 5. Just rejoined right onto the racing line. That was terrifying. See how this plays out here. See if we can go another lap here. It's going to be a tiptoe through this traffic. Absolutely nowhere to go, with many, many race cars up ahead. Get through a couple here. Jimmy up ahead had the lift for that. Jimmy in very deep, just about made the corner. Slow cars checking up everywhere. We're gonna try to go 1 more lap here. fuel, then at least we'll know. I feel like it's going to get crazy as I just about drive off track there, drop a wheel for a 1X. Look at all the chaos in pit road. Got one off up ahead there. That's Nathan, I believe, who was in second place, made his pit stop. Susan Flint, we can see up ahead there, so already about 40 seconds behind with their first pit stop done. All right, we're going to pit in right here. Hopefully we make it around and into pit road now. Are just starting to sputter a little bit. A little bit of lift and coast here. "35 miles an hour pit road. We gotta go all the way down to the end. We're just gonna make it in. Ah, that scared the shit out of me. All right, first pit box. Here we go. 2 gallons of fuel. Fuel going in, and we are released. So first pit stop done. So that's what this is going to be about, right? Like that. More traffic, just so slow. Did we get on the wrong side here? A little bit of body contact. We're going to force our way up through there. That could be important later. That time we saved right there. Every little bit can help. Apparently that was a 4X, so whatever. Absolute calamity here. Car going very slow. Uncheck the tires there real quick. Next lapper on this front stretch we'll get the tear off unchecked. Alright, so we're all set for our next pit stop here. We're going to look to come in around lap 14, I guess. Yeah, about 5 more laps or so. Trying to keep the revs down to save some fuel. I guess the think is if we go 7 laps every time, that puts us at 49. So we're going to have to either pit again on the last lap or stretch it out 1 lap, which I think everybody else will do, is pit the lap early because they obviously pitted a couple laps sooner than me. So I've already got fuel advantage over some cars by going 7 laps instead of 4 or 5 or whatever they did. So got to just try and make time and see what our options are when we get there. So very slow cars. Good grief. Steven there just way off the pace. Susan already pitting again here, so she's going 5 laps a stint, it looks like. Well, no, she's a lap down, so she's going 4 laps. She just completed lap 8. Nate gonna let us go there. So it's going to be very interesting. I expect on fuel strategy alone we'll win the race, but that's if we can survive and not end up in the bushes. Back out of that one. That was never going to end well. We're on the outside. You see there's a car off there. It looks like that's Nigel. We're just going to go for it. We're going to make the pass just barely. This is absolutely bonkers. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I figured it'd be fun, kind of a cool thing to do at the end. Pit stops a car I said we weren't going to use, and thankfully we get to use it thanks to a little creativity on my part as far as this kind of race format here with no damage. Car stopped over there. Is that Tyler Hudson? It looks like it is. We get by Jamie there. So we're still rolling, still doing good. We're just about 1/5 of the way done here. 10 laps out of 50 in. Should be absolutely nuts this race. Alright. Well, I say we're pitting on 14. We'll just have to do the math. Go by 7s. Another slow car over there. Is that Randy? It looks like it was. Couple more cars ahead coming into pits. Won't hold us up. That's nice. Decent lap there. Low 44. This is nuts. I don't know how much tire wear we're going to get here from this, so whether or not we decide to put tires on at some point during the race will be interesting, I guess. But oh, car sliding off there. That's Chris. Just about keep the traction control off there. Go with the short shift there, trying to save some RPM so we can get off of it and use engine braking to save a little fuel. If there's ever a stint where we catch a bunch of traffic, I think I'll try to stretch that one to 8 laps. just to make sure that, you know, we can get it done. I don't want to put a lot of pressure on the last stint when we have the opportunity early when we're saving fuel in traffic. So something to keep in mind. We might stretch one of these middle stints to 8 laps, not necessarily the last one. Go around Drew Adamson here, who's up to 4th with all these pit stops. Oh God, he's going to send it back down the inside there. Very tricky corner, which was really weird to do that considering he's a lap car already. Just trying to use every strategy here to get the car slowed down efficiently. Save fuel. We'll go over here to the side of Chris. I guess we're going to need to pit right here, perhaps. See how that looks when we come back around. Don't think we're going to be able to stretch this run. We haven't had a lot of traffic for most of it. I didn't even say either. I want to thank everybody for coming in supporting this. If you haven't watched the rest of the series that led up to this, be sure to go check that out. It was a lot of fun throughout. Really enjoyed it. Really appreciate all the love and support and the interest. As always, my mic is being weird. I hope it's not too much of a factor here today, but I suppose it could be. We are in the pit right here. We're just out of fuel. Come in here 35 miles an hour again, pit road speed. Very, very short pit road, obviously. Susan's making another pit stop here, I guess, which is about right. So we're like, she's probably the second fastest car, but we're like a whole pit stop up on where she's at just about, so. See if we can get out here in front of these guys coming towards us from behind. We do just about hold drivers right there, nice and predictable. So Susan about 4.5 seconds up the road, but already just about a pit stop behind. See if we ever get the opportunity to save some fuel here. Probably not going to be this time. Who knows? Alright, so let's try things right here. We're going to lift off early, coast and follow, I guess, here, because we couldn't make that pass up the inside. Try to roll around the outside. Just about able to do that on Jennifer there. And maybe we'll try to stretch this one. Guess we'll go into a full fuel save here. Chris is off track again somewhere up here on the left there. Again, like this car, not very good at it. It's one of those cars where it's, you know, could go either way. I could take it or leave it. I enjoy it. I'm not very good at it at all, which is weird because I'm actually usually decent. I was decent in the HPD, decent in the LMP1s. God, that's just terrible rejoin there. Jose, I guess he's racing for second with Susan. Not going anywhere through here. He's a pretty fast car. I'm going to drive right off track. Don't fall through the earth. I just lost where we were there. Please don't fall through the earth. Okay, we're good. Oof. That was really not good. Lost about probably 10-15 seconds there. See if we can still stretch this out. Trying to get to the 8 laps here, which would be lap 22, 5 laps from now. We'll see. I don't remember if we did tires stop yet. We'll check here. We did not, so we've already, as I drive off track again there. Good grief, Justin. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, so we'll see if we can make it 4 more laps, pit at the end of 22 instead of 21. Save that fuel, be a little careful here on the outside. We already got burned there last lap. Short shift, lift and coast. All right, there we go. lift and coast is an actual thing in prototypes just because the downforce they generate. It's actually kind of wild. You'll see that at Sebring with the way that they have to designate, hybrid energy and stuff. It's faster to lift and coast and, kind of roll in the brake zones and extend the brake zone than it is to attack really hard and do it that way. So, legitimate strategy. See if we can make it 3 laps here. That would be really key to get that pit stop out of the way there, the long run that we need. Another one stopped over there. Looks like it's Nigel. So we're down like a second or so as far as our pace, which isn't really too bad for trying to do a fuel stretch here. A lot of traffic again here, so we'll get a nice chance to lift and coast through all this. Can we stretch it 2 more laps is the question. We should be able to, we'll see. Again, it's just very slow pedestrian here behind some of these cars, kind of stuck. Really gonna hurt the lap time, but obviously the extra pit stop there should pay off. That lap we were down 3 seconds, so. Again here, just trying to follow our spots. On the outside of Jimmy there after another one of his pit stops. I apologize, it's kind of hard to keep track of where we are in regards to these other cars and in relation to whatever. I think we're going to win this race handily, so that's not a big concern of mine. Again here, we'll get to lift with all this traffic, lift early, coast all the way down in here. But I think we're going to win handily. It's just more of the fun part of it, surviving, missing all of these crazy people out here. So that part of it's the interesting part to me, not so much, battling with people or anything like that. So that's why this is kind of doing this like this. Again here, we'll try to follow Kim through on David. Pit in this lap and we'll be done there. So now we'll be at 28 laps to go. We got 4 more stints, it looks like. So coming up towards halfway here. Make sure we can actually get to pit road here this lap. Alright, floated on in here. See if any of these cars ahead are coming in as well. Looks like they're all going to be very slow, maybe out of fuel. So we'll sneak into the pits here around them. Check the relative running order. Looks like we're 2 laps ahead here of whoever's in second, but of course we're making this pit stop and going to lose time. Alright, so there's our 8 lap stint done. So now we can go a little harder again to the end. So I'm glad we got that out of the way. Did the big fuel save. Now we can just worry about 7 laps at a time. So we'll put at 29. About 7 laps there, end to 29. We'll pit at 36 and 43, and that'll be that. Alright. Still doing okay. A lot of cars. There's actually a crash on the pit road entry right there. A lot of mess. See if we can outbreak Kevin here. He's up in the top 10, so decent pace and strategy from that car. We will make that pass. Just about get through there cleanly. Try to stay off the curbs. It's fine. All right, David, Nigel, and Jimmy will get on the backstretch here. There we go. So now we get the blue flags coming out for a whole bunch of cars. So that makes it interesting with how everybody spaces out here and how it looks. Another car off there. It looks like that was Kim. Still dealing with more pit stops here. Decent lap times. Big lock up there like I had in Q. All good. We're still going. Some of these cars here run down more towards the tail end. Of course, like I said, 30 cars total is, I believe, what we have here in this race, just with the pit road size it's limited to. Pretty bonkers. You can fit 30 LMP2s at a track like this. Definitely not the normal. Through one there, so we can get Jimmy Van Veen down here. Not going to attempt that one. Just about get clear there, see if we can make this pass. Get down in there, get through Jamie as well. Nate and Jimmy Broadbent up here, we'll get through them. Just trying to be efficient. Looks like Jose is up ahead here. He might still actually be in second place. Still just currently 2 laps down. Of course, we have a pit stop coming up. I'm sure they have a pit stop for too long here, so. Just past halfway here on lap 26 now. We're gonna pit about 3 laps, I guess. Trying to get in the corner really hard. We do make that pass. I don't know where Jude ended up. Jose up ahead there. It looks like everybody's 3 laps down that's pitted besides Jose up ahead, as we're gonna go off again here. Just a little mistake. Lock up a little deep. Still good. We're alive. It's fine. Didn't get anti-tow, or insta-tow, I should say. Only lost 2 or 3 seconds, that's fine. Chuck one back down the inside. We'll do a nice cut back on Grant there since he overdrove. Didn't get first gear like I wanted to, trying to get in there hard, but it's fine. 2 laps of fuel, that's plenty, that's all we need. Check, make sure we have no tire. Oh, we do have tires still. I always forget to do that. Fuel's good. No tear off. Got tires unchecked. Don't know if the AI take tires every single time or not. That would seem kind of ridiculous to me, but I don't know how they're programmed to do that. They're not really programmed to do this, so it's all good. All right. Yellow flag here, somebody must be dead or off. Yep, there's car on the right, it's Tyler again. Should be Van Veen, can we get him in here? We couldn't last time. Now I'm gonna back out of that one, just go around the outside here, hopefully. Slow car up ahead as well, where is it? Don't see anything, so we're just gonna power through here. Tanner McCullough, the AI, I didn't even notice he was an AI now, that's kinda cool. Nice guy. Raced against him some in PCC and stuff like that. Nice dude. What a mess we're in here. Middle 3 and LMP2s at this place. Jose in second there up ahead, but of course we're coming into pit this lap. See how this plays out here. We should be good on fuel. Just about. He's going to pit as well. Here on the pit speed, just about out of fuel. We're good though. Alright, we'll do a brake reset here. Looks like they do put on tires because we're going to get out well ahead of him here. Interesting to note. Just keep chugging along. 30 laps into a 50 lap race. Another slow car here somewhere. Don't see it, so we're just going to keep going. Sneak up the inside there, use a little bit of the apron, it's all good. Double check, fuel still looks good, alright. Get on 36 here, now will be our second to last stop of the race. A little bit of slide there, it's all good. See where we can go here. Up the middle. 3 for 1. What a pass up the middle of 2. And get by Tanner in the brake zone as well on driver's right. As the leader there, he probably let us go a little bit, but pretty fun move there. And often you could take a LMP 3 wide into a brake zone tight corner like that. Kind of silly. Even that place like Spa or something, so. It's like Kevin up ahead is pitting. We'll see if anybody else comes in as well. Susan's falling down to 7th currently with her pit strategy here. Looks like she's going to have to make at least 1, maybe 2 more pit stops, and those around her pitting the extra lap or so early, so. Interesting to keep an eye on how that plays out. That was actually our best lap there, 43.50. So, well under 44 seconds there, making great time. Have a great lead over 3 laps here. Just what, about 2, almost 2.5 minutes of lead we have here, so. I guess we could go off and have a quick little 1-minute tow and still be okay. Not ideal, obviously. Hitting about 4 laps. Slow car there, it's Jennifer. Chris and Susan ahead pitting there. Hitting 6th. Again, we're going to go by Otto and some of those guys make another pit stop. Going on the longer strategies, 43.7 that time. Still pretty good lap times. See if we can chuck this one up the inside. Very tight entry. We do make it around Jamie there, just about. Very, very close at some points there. All right. Oh, car totally stopped there, Nigel, perpendicular to the racetrack. 43.40 there, even a little faster yet, so definitely finding good pace here as the track rubbers up. We get a little clean air. Car feels good. A little bit of opposite lock there, traction control kicking in. I think I dropped the left rear wheel in the dirt. Hard to find clean racetrack here, as it looks like there's a crash up ahead with David Tucker. Got about 2 laps of fuel here, so we're still doing good. Still just about making it. Get this one up to the inside here. A little bit of slide there. We're going to go off track. Going to be a crash. Yeah, knew that was coming. Just the angle we were going off there. We were going to go spear Steve, and unfortunately just slid the back end a little bit, so a little contact there. Car's still good, obviously, with the damage off. Lost again, maybe 3-4 seconds, no problem. Still plenty in control, still cruising. Yeah, pretty nice lead so far. A little bit of a big slide on exit there. We're going to get through Kevin again, no problem. Nice and smooth, little bear there. Yeah, about 3-4 seconds we lost there with that crash and slide off the grass. A little bit of left front brake lock up. Just double check here that we got our tires good. Yep. Should be all set. Big slide there. Just about dropped the wheel. All good. All right, here we go. Second to last pit stop. A little wide there, a little bit hot entry. 35 miles an hour, just about make that. All the way on the box number 1. 5 seconds of fuel and we'll be good to go here. All right, back out. 1 more pit stop to go. Drew Adamson here, currently up in the top 10. We'll get through him here, no problem. I don't know if it's because it's so short or we've been making so many pit stops so regularly, but the rubber on the windshield hasn't really been a factor. I know it's been a very short time. We haven't really needed tear off, so. All our pit stop adjustments done there right away, no worries. Alright, on our way. 43 going to be our last pit stop. It's the number we're looking at, end of 43, so about 6 more laps. Gas up there, get around the outside of Jamie again. Just about make it through there. Oh, big slide. Definitely starting to wear out some rear tires. I haven't checked the tire wear, but we'll do that here on the backstretch since I'll have time. Still looking pretty good. 85 right front, 88 right rear. That's okay for a track we're braking and turning this much. A little bit of a slide there, instability on entry. See what kind of lap time we can do here. We have a little clean racetrack. In the turn one very nicely, easy. Clean track. We'll see if we can make a nice corner here. Just about get the car in there. Straight exit. Lap time is 43.4, so not quite the fastest. Couple hundredths of a second off. Of course, we got a little more fuel in the car now, I guess, but shouldn't really matter too very much. But still solid lap time. Obviously not the best I've done, but very competitive. Figured that we probably lost a little bit of time right through here last lap going by the lapper. Couldn't run the car out like I wanted, but very solid lap nonetheless. 30 cars, Nate DeSelma's back in 28th. Haven't really been looking at where everybody is, but obviously he's had a little bit of a struggle. Actually going to get through him on the first part of that corner, which we haven't done anybody yet. Tyler Hudson there. Through some of this traffic at interesting points. See if we can jump down the outside here of some of these cars. Grant Reeves as well. Get through that one easy enough. Big dive up the inside of Chris here after we scooted by Kevin. Still doing okay. Gonna pit in about 2 laps here. Susan Flint down in 9th after starting up on the front road, leading for what, 3 laps. So her pit strategy of pitting every 4 or 5 laps or something hasn't really worked out. It's going to cost her probably about 3 pit stops, I would assume, between where I'm at and where she's at. 3 whole pit stops. So, plus traffic management, of course. They go through traffic differently than I do as AIs. A little bit of front lock up there again. It's like Kim has stopped right in the middle of the track. We'll navigate that, no problem. Minimal time loss. Steven, who we speared off about, I don't know, 8-10 laps ago. Ahead here, probably going to let us go. Does. Nice of him there, nice and smooth. 44 that time, so we lost about a second the previous lap. Dead that time. I just saw the relative there where we were sitting on the tracker. Oh God, that's Jimmy way off track. I think he bounced off the wall there. I was just looking at the relative down that backstretch after Steven last go, and we were up like 2/10 or so, and then made a nice last corner, I guess. Not sub 43, but 43 dead. Still pretty proud lap time there. So we're going to be coming in here for our final pit stop. 7 laps to go when we come back here. So be able to make it no problem to the end from here. See if we can get through here, Chris. Not going to let us go, but we'll make that pass, be able to come to pit road, no problem. Haven't had a lot of pit road issues. We haven't had a whole bunch of traffic or anything weird. Considering all the cars we've had to go through and stuff, we're kind of surprised that we haven't had any weird pit stop calamities. So, final time in here, a couple seconds of fuel. We're all set, so. Out nice and easy. Couple cars coming on track. We're gonna not have to deal with most of them. We'll have to pass Jose again there as we unintentionally block pass slide by Jason there. Just a little bit of a lockup. Car stopped up here somewhere, yellow flags. So looks like it's Jamie again, right in the middle of the track. Have to bail out of that one and follow. Not a good place to be stopped. Finally does tow though. Jose up here in top 5 again. We'll see where he cycles out. Currently 6 laps down though, so about a lap for every pit stop or so. Get around David there nicely. Actually, we're going to run wide in the grass, not make that pit cone. If we don't hit the pit cone, Jason actually there trying to go by. Had a little bit of a slide there. Jose going to try to hold 3rd place now, I guess. We'll see if that turns out to be 2nd. Jason is going to grab that spot, so might have unintentionally just impacted the race there between those guys for a spot on the podium. For 2nd, we'll see how it shakes out. Little minor mistakes here by me now. Of course, tire wear, a little bit of a factor in that. Looks like they're all coming back into the pits again, so kind of a non-issue there. They were battling for 2nd, though, 2nd and 3rd there. Chris Widener again, probably the last time we'll see him in this race here with just 4.5 laps to go. Even if he makes another pit stop, he's going to come out probably well ahead of us from his stop. Big curb strike there by me, not ideal. A lot of these cars up ahead coming to pit road, it looks like, potentially. One off track there, it looks like that's Lisa. More heavy traffic. We'll sneak over on the left. Forced almost off into the grass. Catch David here. Oh, we're going to slide off again. Nope, we keep it on track, so. Almost an issue, not quite. We managed to keep control. 3.5 laps to go now. Starting to get some frame drop stuttering. I apologize. Does that on occasion. Alright, there we go. Get turned in nicely. 3 laps to go. No traffic on pit exit that time. We did go by Otto and some of those cars there that are now, I guess, technically officially in 2nd, but probably lost those spots to Jason and Jose right up ahead here. Jose, it looks like, got out back in front of Jason, so glad I didn't actually end up impacting that for the time being, at least. Jose about 3, 4, 5 seconds up the road or so. See if we can catch him in 2 laps. Probably not. We will catch Jason here, though, right in front of us. Car off over there. Looks like that was Chris. Little contact in the back there. Just misjudged a little bit on the corner speed for Jason. It's all good. 2 laps to go. Big crash over there on the left. Who was that? Don't know who that was. Someone ended up way over in the trees, though. Sneaking 3 wide over on the left. We're just about in the grass. Nate and Jimmy there. Very dangerous. Might have been Jose that was out there, actually. I didn't get to look. But he's gone now. He's not in front of us any longer. We'll see where Jason cycles out. But might have been Jose that ended up out there. Alright, here we go, folks. White flag, final lap of the event. It's been a crazy one, but we're still alive. We're still rolling. Just about 40 minutes, not quite into this puppy. Oh, Jimmy. No contact made. There it is. There's the contact. He got over the curb and slid out, which is fine. So Jason does take 2nd, actually, there with the pit stops from other cars, which means it was Jose that had the issue there, so unfortunate for him. Get by Chris, gonna last go. Last lap was 44.444. That's poetic justice, I guess. Too bad it wasn't on lap 44. Alright, Dano, gonna probably be the final car we lap here on the outside of this last corner. Drove in really deep trying to get this pass done. A little bit of contact. We are going to drag race him, and that's a victory. So we're sputtering. We're out. Good timing. That is it. So what, we made seven pit stops, is that right? Seven pit stops? 6 pit stops, I guess. 7 laps apiece and won at 8 laps, and we grabbed the victory here in this wild event. So Jason ended up being the car that was right behind us. We are completely out of fuel. We're not making it back, so sputter along until we're done. And I guess up the hill here, we're going to run out of steam and going to have to tow. Clutch trying to kick in to keep us from stalling, but we have no fuel. So 2nd through 8th all finished on the same lap. That's interesting. I figured they might be more spread than that, but obviously that's how they wound up. Trying to clutch back here. No power, no fuel. Not going to make it back unless by some miracle we get the hill, which we won't. So I guess I'm just going to pull over and stop. Otherwise I'll waste everybody's time for 3 minutes. All right, so we'll look at the results here. A lot of cars 7 laps down, like I said. Looks like, what, 7 of them were 7 laps down, a couple 8 laps down, 9 laps down. Susan did end up in 5th place on the, I guess, the lead lap besides me. So her pit strategy worked okay. How far back did Jose fall at the end of that? Only back to 10th, so he lost maybe 2 laps there, I guess, a lap or 2. So yeah, top 10 for Jose. Back now, 16 laps down for Jamie and Nate. They must have both had issues, but it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So just want to say a great big thank you for wrapping this up. Part of this. We did win from the poll. Yep, great newspaper article. Thanks there, iRacing. Just want to thank everybody. All the support, all the love, all the people that were a part of this and were interested in this and made it fun for me. So the more that you all showed up and supported it, watched the videos, liked it, said good things to me outside of YouTube, even in my Discord or privately, it was much appreciated. I really, really loved it, and definitely enjoy kind of how it works out. So this is the end. This is the last one for now. We'll see if other things go up in the meantime, as far as other videos or other things that might happen. So other races even perhaps. So let's not count any of that out, but this is it for this series. So thank you so much for everybody. I hope you enjoy it. The last, 30 videos, I guess, probably more than that, 40 or 50 maybe, have truly been a pleasure. So it's been cool to do. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the other side. So thanks everybody for stopping by today. Make sure you like and subscribe down below if you don't want to miss any other action that might come out of this channel or want to be able to go back and look at some of these past videos. So thank you so much, everybody, and until next time, bye.